Hey guys, this is Christylize, and welcome back to the Legend Survival class breakdown series. Last week we discussed the Cursed Nomad, and the previous weeks we were able to wrap up the three main legends that we're using in Season 1 of Legend Survival. That is the Scout, the Huntsman, and the Bard. If you missed any of the previous videos breaking down those legends, I recommend you check those out. Today we're going to be breaking down one of the combat specialists, that is the Sorcerer. In my opinion, the Sorcerer is more of a beginner legend and has the least amount of mechanics to memorize, but probably one of the strongest in terms of beginner legends. We will explain that a bit further. My inspiration for the Sorcerer came from just your typical mage sort of character in D&D. Mages can be pretty useful and they have a lot of different archetypes, so it's hard to really pinpoint exactly where Sorcerer came from, but I do think it fits incredibly well into the Season 1 roster. The Sorcerer is one of the classes that's currently being beta tested in the Discord. If you're interested in finding out more information about the beta test and how you can apply to be in the second beta test, go ahead and join the Discord. There's more information for you guys there. Now, Sorcerer has gone through a few changes, definitely not groundbreaking changes, but some balancing changes that really helped its early and mid game. And I do think these changes are positive. They've received a lot of good feedback, so let's go ahead and go over them. First thing I'd like for you guys to take a look at is the first iteration of the Sorcerer card. You'll notice that the main skills in the Tertiary Skills, it shows that the second tertiary skill and the last main skill show a non-combat skill of choice. The original write-up for Sorcerer had two non-combat skills of choice under tertiary skills, and Herblore was part of the main skills. We decided to make this change because Herblore is pretty hard to train early game, and therefore we should give the players a little bit of flexibility in terms of what tertiary skills they would like to choose, while still giving access to Herblore on this legend, because it is a combat specialist and Herblore is very useful. Putting that aside, we're going to go to the updated card. Nothing has really changed here with the exception of some wording updates. For starters, we named the active ability, which is Manifest. You can choose one of your main and tertiary skills at spawn. The passive ability is that adjacent chunks containing rune shops and rune crafting altars are free, similar to how the Scout receives fishing and farming chunks for free. Obviously, these unlocks do not count towards tertiary unlocks. When using a teleport spell from a magic spellbook for the first time, you receive a Transmutation token. The Transmutation token is the main ability for the Sorcerer, and it allows the target player to randomly select a locked non-combat skill. Now that player randomly selects a number from 2 to 6, and that target player can gain 2,000 experience times whatever they roll on the number randomly selected between 2 and 6. Transmutation is pretty powerful in that it gives a little bit of ramp up for certain legends that are having trouble gaining skills, or if they need access to experience in order to complete a quest, or to help them get over a total level limit. It's a fairly simple ability to work through, but I do think it's incredibly useful, especially early game. Now, this token is completely giftable. The Sorcerer can use it on itself, or it can use it on any member of the party. Now, the Transmutation token is not locked behind any sort of unlock phase, therefore it can be used anytime during the game phase, and you can use as many as you want during that game phase. Let's say the Sorcerer has 3 Transmutation tokens. They would like to use one on themselves, one on their party member, and one on a second party member, as long as they have the Transmutation tokens stacked up to be able to spend. If we take a look at the tertiary skills, it does get Herblore, and then you can choose a non-combat skill at spawn. The main skills include magic, defense, prayer, agility, rune crafting, and another non-combat skill of your choice. The flexibility built into the Sorcerer is incredibly versatile because a lot of the other legends have very clear-cut rules, and the Sorcerer can kind of play however they want. They can fill in the gaps where you would otherwise need it on a skiller or an adventurer, or they can double down and really help their combat specialist on their squad stack up some GP. The starting items are pretty basic, with the exception of the home teleport. The Sorcerer starts with mine runes, air runes, and a bronze dagger. The Sorcerer can only use daggers and staffs in combat. However, once melee is unlocked for the Sorcerer at either 500 or 1000 total level, they can use other archetypes of weapons. This is only for the first 500 total levels. The interesting thing about the starting items here is that the Sorcerer starts with a home teleport spell. This home teleport spell does count towards granting a Transmutation token. So essentially, regardless of where you spawn on the map, Lumbridge is always going to be an adjacent unlock for you. We found a lot of success with this class in the beta test. Our player RPG Sauce was pretty experienced, and he was able to breeze through any sort of unlocks with this and really turned into a leader for his team, and I think any sorcerer could do that. As we look at the sorcerer now and where it currently stands, it's a very, very reliable combat specialist. In the future, it could receive some balancing or updates to make it more viable in the mid to late game, but as it stands currently, sorcerer is a perfect beginner legend to pick right up out the box and enjoy legend survival. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment if you have any questions about the sorcerer. I will leave a link in the description for the official rule set if you still have any questions regarding legend survival. As always, guys, look forward to the update of Legend Survival. Episode 5 will be uploaded on Telecon's channel tomorrow. That is Monday, August 22nd, 2022. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for enjoying this series, and I hope you have a great day.